Hi guys! We wanted to give you all a sneak peek at the progress we've made so far in developing our very own mobile production suite for beatbox users. Disclaimer, the app is still in beta and we are currently working on the UI, so when it gets to you, it'll function the same, but it'll look prettier. Thankfully, we've got a great team working hard to get this app ready for you. The app, which is called RhythmoLab, will be available to download for you free from the App Store onto your smartphone or tablet, and is compatible with iOS, Android, and Chrome OS. Once you've downloaded RhythmoLab, you're ready to plug in and play. So now, what you've all been waiting for. Let's get into it by opening one of our projects. Here we have our main screen, which functions as a performance page for live finger drumming. This pad layout corresponds to the buttons on the beatbox. Up here, you have your effect volume controls. These guys control the sample volume for each column they're above, and each project can store 4 groups that can each hold 16 samples that are controlled by the 16 big buttons on the beatbox. You can fill in samples and change which ones go where as you need by hitting Shift and then Edit Group. This will pull up your sample library. You build your library by uploading samples from any cloud-based drive. Here, we are using Google Drive. Just choose the sample you want to use, and you can either press which pad you want to assign it to here in App, or you can tap down on its button on the beatbox. Now that we've covered samples, let's move on to choke groups. You can set up your choke groups by hitting Shift, then Edit Choke Group. You can have 4 choke groups, and in each choke group, only one sample can play at a time, making them perfect for longer samples. Real quick, we'll show you a choke group in action. Say for example, we'll have these 3 buttons on choke group 1. Let's shift gears and take a look at the sampler page now. This is where you can record and edit your own samples. The record screen here is where you, record. You can use a line-in mic or just use your mobile device's onboard mic. In manual mode, it will start recording as soon as you hit Shift Record.
Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew.
In detect mode, you still hit Shift Record, but it will not actually start recording until the volume detected reaches a certain threshold. You can set that threshold here using the threshold knob. Each pad has 4 slots, meaning you can record a sample up to 4 times and then choose which one you like best to use. You can go to the Trim tab over here to clean up the sample by editing out parts of the sample you don't want to use. You can drag these markers to choose the start and end time of the sample. You can also zoom in and move around to get a more precise cut. Once you've chosen your start and end points, just hit Shift Trim to finalize and save your trim sample as a new file.
Pew, 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 pew.
That's all for this sneak peek, but we will let you in on what we're working on right now. As far as the main screen goes, we're finishing the looper and beat repeat functions. The sample library is getting a new file tagging system for optimized organization. Lastly, we are working on sample slicing, sample quantizing, and pitch shifting. Oh, and next time we'll go over our 16-step sequencer as well. Thank you for watching, and keep an eye on our social media where we will continue to keep you in the loop on our progress. Have a good one.